Shout out to Phoenix. I got family out there. Just jealousy. That's all it is. Pure jealousy.
Yeah.
Pure
We're
jealousy.
territory.
That's right.
We mentioned yesterday, Hoop, that the west coast of Florida is where the Midwest goes, but Arizona also, the place where you can find Culvers and
tons of Chicagoans.
Oh, love Culvers.
You want uncomfortable? Be an Arizona Cardinal fan.
Order filled.
The Bears come here. I took my son there when he was like 10. I thought he was wearing a Cardinals jersey because he was born here. And I'm like, you know what, dude? You're going to get rolled out here with Chicago fans. There were half the stadium were Bear fans. Oh, brutal.
I don't condone it, but if you're ever going to an away game, if you're going to Chicago for a Bears game, just do yourself a favor. Watch.
Hide.
Don't say anything. And I'm not saying it's right, but it will not be a good time.
It's extremely uncomfortable.
Our team might be trash, but we travel well.
Like going to a Phillies game in a Vikings jersey, probably not the best idea.
Oof.
Have you seen the footage?
You gotta go undercover. You gotta go undercover for Philly.
Yeah, Philly is. I would probably rather go to Chicago wearing away team gear than I would.
Oh, way better.
Philly.
It's way better.
Maybe not Packers.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, my stepdad actually got into a fight with a Vikings fan once. That was pretty sick. It was awesome.
That was my dad.
Was he? Well, was he kicking the back of my stepdad's chair? Because that's what was happening. This dude kept on kicking his chair, and then my stepdad turns around and is like, "Hey, dude, can you stop doing that?" And the guy keeps on doing it. So my stepdad just takes his beer, turns around, throws it in his face, grabs his collar, pulls his hand back. And then he gets a bunch of people come and pull him off. And then my stepdad gets sent down to Soldier Field prison. And he's just standing there, and they're all just looking around, being like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, they sent me down."
Order filled.
He just left because he was a Bears fan, I guess. I have no idea what happened, but that was it. He got sent to the Soldier Field gulag and then just turned around and left.
Soldier Field gulag.
That's right.
The gulag. I like it.
I see JD laughing in the background.
JD! All right, as NASDAQ. Okay, pushing beneath 18,600 here. Probably also getting to those single print TPOs as well. Crude oil, a little bit of a bounce. You getting nervous back there, JD?
Just a little bit. I do have a hard stop at 10 o'clock.
Ulo's NQ.
We should start thinking about an exit or trading off on this trade.
Order filled.
Well, it's a great trade so far. A great trade so far. New
lows.
And
it's 100 picks right now. If you're timing out of it, just get out.
Take it.
I can cover it 3-1 if you want.
Order filled.
I think we got a pop coming. I could cover this at 3-1 if you want to get back in at better trade location.
That's a really good trade. I mean, is 3-1 a record for a crude oil opening range trade?
It might be.
Well, if you're 3-1, if you're thinking about it, I would just take it, JD.
Just take it.
Yeah. I'm working a bid to get out.
Don't work. Do
smash the market.
Hit the market button. Damn it.
Just get in the pain. We can always. That's an excellent trade.
I was counting me $980 on the trade.
$985.
Beautiful.
Damn, house account's up at G already, huh?
Hogue on this pop, get back in a better trade location if you want to keep holding it.
Well, I think we're yeah, we'll see.
I covered that at 22, so anything better than 22 is good to get back in at a better price.
I'd be low right there.
Nice. Excellent.
Let's see if we end up with a failed downside auction.
Yeah. And JD, while we got you, do you want to run through some stats?
Yep, that's what I was gearing up for here. We got some payouts and P and Ls to run through real quick. Here are yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. A couple of familiar names on this list. George and Joshenbeer. These guys are just having great weeks.
Wow.
Another 51,000 for George. Another 45, almost 46,000 for Joshenbeer. Both trading the NQ yesterday. Big shout out to these live funded traders. Just absolutely crushing it. crushing it. UA also trading the Nasdaq. He was trading the Nasdaq and the MNQ. Took $3,700 out of the micro Nasdaq and another $24,600 out of the Nasdaq. $28,371 in total profits for UA yesterday. Then we've got RAM trading the NQ also, $12,001 worth of the NQ. And SEMA, our lone Dow trader yesterday, $11,171 from the Dow. Nice job, SEMA. All right, those are your live funded P&Ls. Real traders taking real money out of the real live markets, folks. Those are huge, huge days.
Jack, how does that make you feel? Seeing someone make 11 G's trading YM.
I mean, they could have made 30 million in the 0-8 SPY calls yesterday.
Oh, that was a pretty good exit on that crude trade, huh?
That was a great exit.
Yeah.
Good intuition.
I was looking through it. I saw a couple 3-cent contracts that went up to $16 yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, JD, you got the floor again.
Incredible. All right, payouts from yesterday. Here we go. Jesus, 19,570. Chad, 15,000. Alexander, 10,000. David P, 9,400. And Alvin, $6,700. Live traders putting coin in their pockets yesterday. Big P&Ls, big payout numbers. This is what we love to see from our live funded traders.
Putting coin in your pocket. How about a hat on your head or a pin on your lapel? Traders who have made 5,000 in payouts can come to Top Step TV to join the payout club every day in our chat. We're going to be dropping that check-in form where you can sign up for your exclusive 5K club hat and pin. And right now, we're just shipping to those traders in the United States. And yes, we are looking to expand this in the future for those outside the States. Back to you, Dolby Time.
Eddie, thank you so much. Yes, everybody, make sure to get your hat and pin. We are also updating that whole process and workflow to make it faster and also to have more rewards for those big payouts. I think this program was started like 5 or 6 years ago. So $5,000 payout was a big deal back then, but not anymore. So we're going to adjust to make that even better for everybody. In the meantime, while we were talking, gold is on the up and up, now trading 31.62. That thing has been cruising today.
Only $40 from all-time high, right? 32.01.
Yeah. Well, it was $50.
It all started with Chinese CPI yesterday. For some reason, on that, I watched it. I mean, that's when the rally started and market just took off. Jay was in a nice long, and that market's just pretty much taken off since.
I think I was joking yesterday. It's like, who's going to stay up and watch Chinese CPI? And we got our answer. It was Coach Hoop who was staying up and watching the Chinese CPI.
I actually watched Aaron trades last night.
Ooh, how's that?
He's awesome. I mean, super simple, man. No indicators, no nothing, man. He's just straight price action, and his demeanor, how he looks to trade, and limit his risk. Only takes 2-3 trades a day, and yeah, it's great. And he strictly trades gold, pretty much.
Yeah, so that is all. Just
extremely volatile market right now. Yeah,
I get it. Hey, look who it is.
Oh, what's up?
No.
Love that song. Mohammed is in the house, and he's muted. Let's see if he can. What's it like?
Hi,
Mohammed.
Remove the duct tape.
How are you doing, guys?
There he is.
Hello, Mo.
What happened today? I think the world has drank the biggest quantity of Kool-Aid ever. Yesterday. What is this? This is not a reaction that you want to see after strong day. Yeah, I kind of understand consolidation, doing some rings, some traps. Today is all lower low from the beginning, from the pre-market. So I'm not buying yesterday move so far. I'm leaning to the short side more than the long side until we start seeing decent higher high and higher low.
Mo,
Agreed.
that's pretty true. We kind of just got super bullish and faded off. I mean, we're down 3% in Nasdaq. I did have Hogue actually produce the -5% numbers just in case.
I think it's better to start
Was a
announce the
seismic move,
limit
guys.
down number already. What is the limit down number? What is the 5%? So we'll be careful.
So for Nasdaq, chat, listen up. This is an important one. 18,324 and a quarter is -5%, and then for ES, 5216.50 for -5% in the ES. So we'll start posting those just because we're down 3.3%, 3.5% with what's going on right now. Another 1.5% is definitely not out of reach. Wow, this gold is
what a
what
crude
I see,
pop off the bottom.
What I see, there is a head and shoulders pattern, very clear. Maybe people are not paying attention to this head and shoulder pattern. After a strong rally, we have this left shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder, and we already below it. I tried actually 2 times to sell it in the micro. I get stopped out twice. First one I get stopped out. The second one I took some profit and exit at point of entry. So we are below that. The target of this head and shoulders is at 18,137, which is, we go to the 30-minute, it's the correction area for that spike that we see yesterday. That spike yesterday, this is the 50% area of it, which 137, matching the target for the head and shoulders in the 1000 tick chart. So that's what this will be invalidated if we go higher than 18,850. So 200 points from here. I'm not taking that long, even if Trump say buy.
Sure.
You don't believe it, huh?
That's a pretty interesting tweet yesterday. I know some, I think Congress people or Senate people are looking into that one for insider trading, possibly. That could be a whole can of worms if that gets opened up.
I got that in the news coming up next. I was shocked not to see Howard L. at the top of the P&Ls yesterday, but what do you know?
Nancy Pelosi didn't like that she didn't get the memo on that one, probably, huh?
That's a sin. That's why we're selling off today.
That's right. Nancy must be in the green.
Come at the queen, you best not miss.
That's right. Gold new highs. Gold is really cruising here, but everything's bidding up now.
Order filled.
Up and up and up. 3165.5 right now.
To get into.
Gotta keep an eye on that. Hey Mo, the tip of the week here, I want to kind of get your 2 cents on it, is stick to your strategy. How have you done this week sticking to your strategy?
I like it. I would like to adjust something to it. Adjust it if it requires to adjust it. Sometimes you need to adjust your strategy.
Order
Not
filled.
big time. It's just adjust what you are trading. Replace NQ to micro. Maybe you don't trade Nasdaq. You jump to ES. Maybe
Order filled.
Look at the crude oil. And also size down. Maybe your strategy has specific size position. Sticking to your strategy doesn't mean that you are not flexible according to circumstances around you. You need to do some adjustment in order to be alive in this kind of market.
100%. Definitely agree. As Dan Evans says, MES versus MNQ. Chat, have you sized down during this volatility?
State.
Order filled.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Or else you're just going to hit your daily loss limit, right? I mean, it's going to happen one way or the other. Adapt or die, as they say.
Yeah. Buyers
Order filled.
Control in this range. This is a range, actually. Let's see if they have the breakout could be a valid long, but as I said, I'm not buying this market today. I'm looking to sell it at 800, 793. I will sell it at 800 with a CYA at 31. So not a big risk there for micros.
Hey Mo, question. So you walk into a day and you
Order
you
filled.
come in and lean and looking just I'm looking one side.
Order filled.
Nothing ever gets you to, you know, change that, or you just come in kind of what changes that for you? Curiosity.
Yeah, the professional trader is the one that he can change bias quicker. If you can change bias quick enough, not very quickly. Sometimes getting very quickly, you will be tilted. But you have to be flexible to change your bias if something happened. So for me,
100%.
I need to see the last high that they made in the 1000 tick chart, which
Order
is
filled.
50, almost there, 8060. That is the last high that made the lowest low so far. If I see that high is broken to the upside, that means the buyers are taking control in the downtrend move, and I'm looking to buy the pullback going forward. So until that happen, I'll be willing to sell the extreme.
Fair enough.
Nice.
So it's basically a line that, you know, basically you're drawing a line that, hey, until I see that, I'm looking for shorts. If we get above there with any, you know, consistency, then I change my mind.
It is not a line. Sometimes it is not a line. Sometimes it is a price action. Movement. Sometimes it is, if it is a range day, for example, changing the bias is quicker than changing the bias in trending down day. If it is a multi-day trend, which means there is a decent move for buyers and sellers, not equal highs, not equal lows, but decent moves, waves. So in this case, you have to follow the recent controller of the market, buyers or sellers. If it is a reversal day, like yesterday it was a reversal to the upside, if we can see. So defining the day type is very, very important for me. Every day I have to define what kind of day that I am I'm seeing. So yesterday,
when do you do that? Do you do that overnight, or do you do that like right before the market opens? At the open. So that's when you're doing your analysis of what you think market state is. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Cool. So as you can see here,
guys, real quick, we've got natural gas coming up here in about 3 minutes. Prior 29 billion cubic feet. They're looking at 58. So if you're a natural gas trader, heads up. Back to you guys.
Cool. Eddie, thank you so much for anyone trading the net gas. Go ahead.
Very quickly, yesterday that was the
order filled.
9:30. I look what happened today in the pre-market. We have making lower low, lower high, then lower low. So that is so far at 9:30 is a downtrend day. Similar to what I said today. Where is the last high that made the recent low? That one. All right. So if the market goes there, I will be looking to buy this market. Not only that, if the market stayed above the initial high, that will make it a reversal up day, and I will remove the sell button from my keyboard. So I don't sell this market. So what happened yesterday? We got that move later on in the day. So defining the type of day is the most important thing. And the good thing about it, when you are wrong, you will know quickly that you are wrong in defining that type of day. So don't worry about, oh, maybe I get it wrong. Fine, get it wrong. We always get it wrong. But quickly find out what went wrong at that.
Okay, excellent description there.
Crude is cooking back
up.
Crude is cooking. What a cover by JD and crew. Absolutely nailed that one. Their spidey sense started tingling, and they listened to the spidey senses and got flat. That was an incredible cover. Nice job, boys. And Nasdaq tried getting back within sort of in range above 18,700. So Mo, would you be looking at shorts here if 700s show up as resistance?
You mean in the NQ?
NQ, yeah, you said you were bearish, right?
Yeah, I'm bearish. Yeah.
So
But
if
I have
if
to wait for
Nasdaq,
sellers to take control.
okay, so you're just waiting for that. Got it. We'll keep an
I'm
eye on
waiting
here
for
because so
sellers to
far
take
stair
control.
stepping
So
low.
far, the buyers has control. I don't know what is happening to my screen here.
I might take a short and crude here. As soon as I say that.
Natty gas
Thanks for
number
that, yeah.
hitting the wire here. They were looking at 58, coming in at 57. So really no big change, but yes, change from the previous. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eddie. Natural gas, also known as the Widowmaker, can be a difficult market to trade. Very difficult.
Scariest trade of my career in that market.
Really? You want to enlighten us?
Oh,
Order filled.
nothing like being short natural gas in January in Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
So minus
Yeah,
10
that sounds
degrees out.
terrifying.
You're short natural gas. That's probably if you're leaning on weather statistics, probably not the best thing, but it's a much different market now. Limit was only, I think back then was only like 150 points. So it actually, typical Chicago January, it was minus 10, and then by Friday it was 50 degrees. So the weather forecast changed. And once again, back then I'm a swing trader, and yeah, weather changed. Market went limit down for 2 straight days. I got out and was just happy to be out of it, and I think it went down limit down for like 2 more days. So yeah,
Wow.
that was the last time I really take any type of size into a seasonal trade in a market like that. It earned its name a long time ago, the Widowmaker.
Oop, did you say you're short crude?
I did not. I'm hanging out here. It came back up to like some swings I have up in here. I'm trying, I was trying to be counter directional again on that dip, but I'm trying as a trader to stick with trend more. Like I wanted to take a long at the bottom there in crude because it's always been kind of a, all of a sudden it looks like it's going one direction and turns on a dime.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it. And now I'm kind of back up to these swings around, 59.84. And, I'm staying directional, but I'm not feeling great about it. So I just kind of watching.
Waited, held off.
Yeah.
I mean, the overall trend is still to the downside. Order filled. But we did leave that failed downside auction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'd be proud of me, Hug. I'm taking Jim Dalton's class come the end of the month.
Ah, good.
So
Oh,
I'm expanding. Yeah, a scalper is going to take Jim Dalton's class. That's going to be yeah. It's just once again, I'm not great at holding trades. That's why Dee and I have conversations. She's like one of the best traders I've ever traded with who can hold trades forever. And it's my weakness. I just spent 10 years
Order
scalping,
filled.
so on the floor. So I've always been that kind of guy, and I just got to be better at
that should help
holding trades. Yeah. Oh, and once again, if you can't wrap your brain of how that works, and I once again, the way he talks about the markets is just, it's kind of mesmerizing, really. So
it is.
I think it's worth the investment for me. So.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Let me know if he has any new secrets.
Okay.
We're going to want a book report, Hoop.
He's close to me. He's only about a couple hours away. He's in, it's where everybody goes when it turns 110 degrees. Everybody runs up north to Prescott and Flagstaff to get away from the heat here. Easy.
Do you have an RV? I know a lot of people have RVs in Arizona.
No.
They got these big old garages.
So I'm not the Griswolds. No, I don't have an
RV. Shout out to the Griswolds.
Yeah.
We do have Jack with some news if we have time. Otherwise, Gabe might be coming in.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Let's do the news.
Just hit the news real quick. Wanted to talk more. MP wanted to share this. We've been alluding to it. Just some stuff about the options trades yesterday and all this nonsense. There were, we got one trader that put 2.45 million in triple Q calls that Or how about the SPY guy? Finished up 3,000%. Unusual.
Oh, God.
If we look at the chart, there's definitely some, in the next picture here, Gabe, a lot of call options open. If I have questions about this spike, I think 10 minutes before the tariffs got reversed. If you just take the picture down and look at my chart right now, Gabe, I got the NQ pulled up.
1 second.
If you take, yeah, no worries. Okay, so this is yesterday. It's this candle here that gives me pause 20 minutes before, where the volume ticks up on no news, gets reversed real quick, and then we got this.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I definitely find it hard to believe that some people knew this was coming. So there's that. But one last news story. I enjoyed this tweet quite a bit. SPX bounces perfectly off the 643-day moving average, and you're going to tell me technical analysis doesn't work? Frame this. This is an all-timer. I love it.
Part of my strategy.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, we should
That's
backtest
so
that.
Good. Exactly.
Yeah,
bro.
is that like a Fibonacci number or something, or some like rare prime number?
It's-
Something
it's-
magical about it?
Oh, that's too funny.
It's
WSD
amazing.
number
No,
or this agriculture number,
joking.
what you call it, WSD or
Amazing
You know how many
stuff.
hindsight tweets there were yesterday that were like, "You guys
Oh,
didn't
my
see a bounce. We saw
I
this
bought the
bounce from a
Qs."
mile away." Like all these different, layup
Mhm.
of indicators that reacted, like MBI indicators, tipped off or moving average. Like it was hilarious. I saw multiple, trading influencers out there posting hindsight.
Hey,
You didn't see
gotta get
this
that
coming?
clout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My only
Well, I
regret
bet
is
you in the
that
moment.
yeah,
I know.
yeah, right. No, my only regret is that Hindsight Capital didn't make that tweet. That's the only problem I see here. That's-
18,800 is coming.
All
So,
right, back to it.
looking to sell the 800 with the stop at 33.
Perfect. Okay, so Mo, is that 20 contracts, Mo? What is that? Is that 20 MNQ?
10.
Gold new high.
10. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gold is cruising right now.
Gold
So it
is
had a little bit of like a 5-minute, 15-minute consolidation, but now we're just pushing highs again. 3168 and counting in gold. Might be one of the most bullish markets we've seen thus far. Relentless. Nasdaq is finally back within range, trading 18,780.
Order filled.
And crude oil hanging around 59.68. Everyone is currently
Order
flat,
filled.
I believe.
Order
I
filled.
think, Mo, you might be the
Nice.
closest one to being into a trade here. Do you want to kind of talk us through what you're seeing?
Order filled.
Actually, I'm looking to this 793 level. The level is 793.
Order
If it's a
filled.
normal day, I will sell it at 793. But I put it at 800. The market just dumped
Order
from
filled.
83, 10 points shallow of that level.
Order filled.
Oh man! And to be honest, now I
Order
don't know.
filled.
Should I take it if it comes there? Because when it
Order
comes,
filled.
that means
Order
it's coming
filled.
after buying, having control, and that will be a strong
Order
move
filled.
up. Let's see. Yeah, I will take it. It could
Okay.
be a trap to the highs.
Order filled.
We'll keep an eye on that one. Gold breaking out once again. I'm on a 15-minute chart. Looks like I'm
All
on
of
a
them.
1 minute
I think
chart.
copper.
Order filled.
The copper's leading this. You can pull up a copper
Sure.
chart. Holy cow.
Copper.
If you were
is
watching the
shooting.
opening call,
Oh,
I asked
Yeah.
Ray, "You think we're going to put in a new all-time high in gold?"
Yeah.
Here it goes.
It's such a V-shaped market, Hogue. It's
3201.60.
so tough to get in. It's once it goes, getting in is just one of the scarier trades that I can take, because there's no. It doesn't stay anywhere. When it gets moving, it doesn't stay anywhere too long, but up.
Order filled.
no, it is very,
Very
very
little
bullish.
consolidation.
Shout out to all the gold traders out there. Hope you are long. Markets are doing very, very well.
Day
Do you have
type
Dave in the-
today,
Go back.
that is asking me what is the day type. Day type is trending low day. It is a trending low. We started here, pre-market. we are keeping doing lower low since the open. We haven't making a new high of the recent last high made the recent low. So until now, this shenanigan could be only to be solved later. So I'm looking to sell that, but the market is not coming to my level. If sellers took control, I will look to sell it down there around 700.
Nice. Thanks for that description, Mo. Where is Andre? Andre is on vacation, and Dakota is not feeling well. So those are the two people that you think would be here, but they're not. But it's okay. We're gonna keep on cruising. Gabe, you're in the back. TopStepX has had some updates recently, some new risk controls. You're back there. Want to give us a little tour? That would be fantastic.
Yeah, let's do it. We got two tools. One was already in place but has been adjusted or upgraded. That's going to be the trailing loss limit. So previously when we released this feature to be able to trail your personal daily loss limit, we ended up having it based on your unrealized gains. We've now given traders the ultimate control to decide whether they would prefer to have it trail off their realized gains or their unrealized. So you now have the ability to choose what you'd prefer. I know that some, will meet a certain style of a trader versus the other.
Filled.
So pick your poison, but definitely a great feature to include in your trade plan if you struggle with locking in green days and being able to walk away after maybe suffering a drawdown from your peaks of the day. And then the second thing, which is the newest tool, is the symbol blocking feature. Now, the symbol lock just essentially allows you to, just like a toxic X that you need to block, it allows you to specify symbols that you want to stay away from. If it's the minis, and you know that in the current conditions of the market, you need to be trading micros, block the mini contracts.
Filled.
That Nasdaq, the S&P, anything that you want to block to stay away from and prevent yourself from going back to, that's a great feature. So let me show you where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my chart real fast, and let's show you where to find this.
Order filled.
On the left-hand side, your typical, right above the TV button, you have the gear wheel for your settings. You click there, you get your risk settings, which is the second tab that you get brought to by default. You're going to throw in a personal daily loss limit number if you want to use that tool. Liquidate and block if you want to be restricted from trading again after your loss limit has been hit. You can select your unrealized gains or realized gains for how you want that loss limit to trail. And then when you're done, of course, just hit save at the bottom if you do make any changes. I had implemented this yesterday on air, so you guys have already seen that, but that's the section where you'd find the personal daily loss limit and where to find the unrealized and realized switch. The symbol block is going to be on the right-hand side. So you have this little black box, the symbol blocks. You can type in a symbol. You can click into that box. You get the drop down of all these symbols that you can select from. And then once you click a symbol, let's say I didn't want to trade, crude oil. It's already made its move for the day. Maybe I want to avoid trying to FOMO into any sort of shorts. I would go ahead and just click add block. It's added to that drop down below. I can always remove it before I save it and lock my settings for the day. So if I accidentally didn't mean to block that, it doesn't immediately block it. It just puts it in the list. And then you actually have to click save and then lock yourself out from changing these settings to permanently, implement that change. But that's pretty much it. Just add blocks for whatever symbols you are looking to prevent yourself from going back to. And then when you're done, click save. And then at the very bottom, what I would recommend, so you cannot go intraday, modify these settings, is make sure you hit that red button at the bottom to lock out your settings for the day. And these are the categories of tools that it will prevent you from changing until the close of day. So go ahead and hit lock. You get a timer for how long these are in place for now, so you can't go back and change them. And then at the end of the day, when the new business day begins, of course, 6 p.m. Eastern reopen, that's when you'll be able to go back in and modify these settings. That's what I got for you guys. Back to you, Dolby, and these markets.
Gabe, thank you so much. Even the lockout.
Look how this worked, man.
Yeah, did you get in there or no?
Look how this worked, man. This is,
Order filled.
Oh, what a trade, Mo.
It is too good to be true. It is too good to be
true.
And I sold it at 800, took some profit.
Position? Give us an update. What's
I'm
your
short
position
now 5 only. I shorted 10. Now I'm short 5. I trailed my CYA to the pivot.
Order
seller,
filled.
So it's almost nothing I'm losing in this trade. I already
What was your
took
entry?
600. Entry at 18,786. 786. Actually, I removed my order to see the reaction. Once I see that red candle, I just hit the sell button.
Wow.
Okay, because to avoid the market just going crazy, you know, sometimes they do it. So I want to see something here before I just hit that sell button. Once I see that red candle, I just put the sell button. The original loss was at 40. So I took some at 750. That's 50 points. Now I'm about 100 points.
Order
I
filled.
took some as well there. I have some target also at 691, and that is because it is the demand area, the beginning of the demand area.
Order
It's the
filled.
opposite of the reason why I sold it up there. I sold it here, the intersection between the moving averages, and this is the intersection in the long side. So I will take some profit as well here.
Nice.
791.
Sticking to
Speaking of
that
toxic
strategy.
ex-girlfriends,
Uh-oh.
crude oil. I didn't take that. But you pull up my chart real quick.
Order filled. Yeah, put up a nice little bear flag there, didn't it?
Yeah.
5-minute chart.
This is
Came
the
right to
buying
that
area, by
50.
the way, if you are interested to buy Hogue.
Yeah.
691. I see it has demand area. Buyers still in the room.
Order filled.
Doubt it. It's market keep doing lower low. But
Mm-hmm.
I see you. I see you while you're looking for long. 691 is the first demand area. There is another demand area at 631 as well. 631. So might put some target in here as well. 691, 630, and I will leave a runner. Maybe something crazy happen.
Yeah, a tweet maybe. Any little bit of news. Looks like Nasdaq
Crazy.
is
Never know.
It was
barely
CPI
hanging above
today.
700.
Barely
Order
mentioned it.
filled.
Yeah, right. Any take on CPI, Jack?
Came in cool, but I didn't even look too much into it. Hogue, maybe you have some more info
Order
on it.
filled.
Took some profit
I
here.
mean, that was pretty.
Nice
That's
job.
pretty much my comments when it first came out. Was it's not hot. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Not enough to really move things. Apparently, gold has sold off about $6, but it's still in a very strong uptrend. So it's something to keep an eye on. Nasdaq hanging around 18,700s. In crude oil trading 59.43. JD and Hogue with a world-class cover on their short, getting about like $900 or so on that one. Very, very good trade. Chat, how has your trading been today? Let us know. You following our strategy today? Keep it posted. Mo, what do we got?
Chat is asking a decent question actually about this Renko chart. You can see it.
Order
I'm
filled.
showing it there. So I'm using this for only one reason during my trading. It is the last reason that I need to go short. For example, the market hit this area at this candle. All what I need is one Renko candle in the red side, so I take that short. So it's just like the trigger for me to go short.
Is it like a
this
3-bar
Renko, when it
reversal,
started
Mo?
What, short?
Order
No, you
filled.
said you're waiting for that red candle off the Renko. So is it sort of like a 3-bar reversal? You get
If you trade those in this way, there is all of them are 3-bar reversal. All of
could
them.
be a lot, yeah.
You know? Yeah, so you just need the level that you are interested in. You want to see that pattern at that level.
Well, hey, hell of a
We
trade,
are
Mo.
back to 5,300 in the SPX right here, right now.
The SPX. And Jack, why do you keep an eye on the SPX?
Because of the options.
Those damn options. Moving the
Yes,
markets.
indeed.
So 630. The next bus stop. 630 is strong.
630.
Let's see.
Damn, Mo, you might get
For
that
example,
soon.
if I want to buy, for example, if I want to buy this 630, let's say I want to buy this and I want to use my Renko over there. I will wait for the price to come to 630, and then I want to see something like this. So I buy it instead of just buying blindly at that level. So that is a reason, the last reason that you want to see. It's last confirmation before going into a trade. It didn't hit the 630, so I will wait. Maybe it will do it one more time, and then I will not take that long. But if I will take that long, this is how the entry mechanism that I'm following.
Awesome. Got some people in chat. Clownfish Depot. That is a Renko charts. Mo, do you want to describe for us how a Renko prints?
Yeah, 100 tick. It is calculate the ATR, and this is the beautiful thing about it. The box size assignment method is ATR. So each candle consider what is the current volatility of the market. So it's not just fixed points of points or ticks. Yeah.
Order filled.
They get bigger if the ATR getting bigger.
Yeah. Well, that's very cool. A big push in gold here. Whoa. We were trading 31.64. I'm on I think a 1 minute chart here for gold. It is just